In the dead silence of the night, Mohanlal ran through the fields toward the village. His face was drenched in sweat, and the fear of death was evident. Yalti sa disnutly. The corn crop rustled on both sides of the narrow path in the fields. It seemed as if someone was running alongside Mohanlal. They were invisible, but their voices compelled Mohanlal to run faster. Uncle, we're hungry.
Yes, Uncle, we're hungry and we won't stop chasing you without your bloody.
I made a grave mistake. I shouldn't have brought you home. I beg your pardon. Please stop chasing me.
This chase wouldn't stop if you were alive, Uncle.
Somehow, Mohanlal reached his home. Stumbling and falling, the entire village was silent. And Mohanlal was pounding on his door. Dini halahegi khabo. Rani, open the door! Those two men are after me! Hurry up! It's me! Rani, Mohanlal's wife, was awake and listening. But he didn't open the door. Finally, after knocking for a long time, Mohanlal let out a heartbreaking scream, shattering the silence of the village. The next day, the villagers found Mohanlal's mutilated body lying on his doorstep. Someone had brutally torn and eaten his body. Rani and Mohanlal's children were crying bitterly. This incident occurred about 2 months ago. Mohanlal was deeply troubled by debt. He had borrowed a lot of money from the village landlords and the bank. But by then, the interest had become so high that even if he sold all his land, it would be impossible to get rid of it. One day, while walking in the village garden, he confided in his friend, Sangam. Sangam, I'm so deep in debt that I can't understand anything. My creditors harass me every day. Where can I get so much money? I can't see any other way but suicide. There is a way, Mohan, but who knows if you'll be able to do it. Which one? You'll have to work hard. Then you'll have blind money. Chatiya Matiya means the ghosts of those two children. Oh, those are just stories, Sangam. Nothing like that really exists.
Oh, Mohan. There's a crazy old man living in the cremation ground in the neighboring village who has controlled Chatiya Matiya and gets things done as he pleases. Come with me once, and if your money problems aren't solved, tell me. Hearing Sangam's words, Mohanlal agreed. The two of them left that very night in a bullock cart for another village. Inside a hut on the edge of the cremation ground, a crazy old man was sitting on the gata. Mohanlal and Sangam were sitting on the ground next to him. Mohanlal had already told the old man his entire story. Shortly after listening, the old man broke his silence. You'll find a solution to your problem, but will you be able to pay the price for it, eh? Baba, what price will it cost? Initially, nothing. But as time goes on, you'll have to muster up the courage to fulfill his demands. It's like a one-way street. I'm ready to pay any price, Baba. Just let me be free from this debt. So listen, Sia and Mataya are brother and sister who died hundreds of years ago, but their souls are still torn between Life and death. All they want is food and their favorite things. In return, they have the power to fulfill any demand. What's the big deal? If I get money, I'll pile up food and their favorite things. It's not that easy. First, toys, then my favorite food, then meat and blood, and finally, your favorite blood, haewli. Mohanlal was overcome with greed. He wanted immense wealth, for which he was willing to pay any price. Finally, the deal was finalized. The next night, Mohanlal had to perform a meditation that would make Chatiya and Matiya his. The next night, the cremation ground was shrouded in darkness. The faint light that radiated was coming from the burning pyres. Meanwhile, the old man, Mohanlal, and Sangam sat on one side, meditating. Oblations were being poured into the burning fire pit. Next, a chicken was sacrificed. And finally, Mohanlal's blood was needed so that Chatiya Matiya could recognize its scent. As Mohanlal, with a sharp knife, placed his chariot in the offering, he heard two children laughing and whispering.
Look, Matiya, someone has come to take us.
Now we will get our favorite sweets and toys.
And hot blood and flesh.
Hearing these bone-chilling sounds, Mohanlal and Sangam were terrified. Terrified, Mohanlal asked the old man, "Are those the voices of Chatiya Matiya?" But they were nowhere to be seen. The old man pointed in one direction. As Mohanlal and Sangam turned to look, their breath caught in fear. With thin, white bodies, red, fox-like eyes, sharp teeth, and black lips, they truly looked like vampire children. They both jumped and sat on Sangam and Mohanlal's shoulders. Sangam and Mohanlal were terrified. Then the old man said, "Don't be afraid. You have worshipped them. They will not harm you until you stop fulfilling their demands." Then the old man gave Mohanlal 2 black stone tablets and said, "Listen to me carefully. Build a small clay pot somewhere in your house. Provide food and water. Place these 2 clay tablets in that pot and ask for any wish you wish for only after midnight. But remember, they can deceive you. Sometimes they will appear in the form of you or your wife or children, but they will not cause any harm. Just do as I said. Do not leave any of their wishes unfulfilled." Mohanlal had understood the old man's words well. Then, after bidding farewell to the old man, they departed for their village overnight. The next night, Mohanlal built a small clay pot in his courtyard. Inside it, he placed the 2 stone tablets along with some food and drinks. His wife, Rani, asked,
What is this pot for? And why are you keeping all these things in it?
"Speak softly, only this can awaken our sleeping fortune." The next few days passed in complete silence. But on the 3rd night, as Mohanlal and his family slept, they heard childlike voices coming from the courtyard.
Uncle, we're hungry. This is delicious. Give us something to eat.
Ah, we want sweets and toys too. Yeah. Mohanlal quietly got up and peeked into the courtyard. There, Chatiya and Matiya were running and playing, calling out to Mohanlal. Then, from a distance, Mohanlal offered them lattice and sweets to eat, and made a heartfelt wish for wealth. The next day, Mohanlal's cupboard was found filled with money. His wife was quite surprised, but Mohanlal didn't tell her anything. Within a few days, Mohanlal paid off all his debts. Now he had no shortage of money. He would ask for gold, silver, and money every day, and he received everything. Sometimes in the form of buried treasure or a will. Meanwhile, Chatiya and Matiya's demands had also expanded beyond sweets.
Uncle, we're fed up with sweets.
Yes, Uncle. We want goats and chickens. We love their fresh, warm blood and meat. For a while, Mohanlal complied with their every demand with great fervor. Then the gossip in the village made his life difficult. These goats, chickens, and strange demands are making my life difficult in the village. What can I do? Everything was fine until these demands. Then, one day, Chatiya Matiya made a demand that froze Mohanlal's blood.
Uncle, we're tired of animal blood and animal shit. We want human blood.
Yes, Uncle, and that too, of your child, the last heir of your family. No, that's simply not possible. I can't sacrifice my children.
So, Uncle, we'll have to quench our thirst with your blood.
Mohanlal was at a loss. He was in a deep dilemma. Now the true meaning of the old man's words began to dawn on him. A few more days passed. Mohanlal continued to ignore Chatiya Matiya's demands. Finally, one day, in a fit of rage, he threw the 2 stone tablets outside and went to the old man. Yan Kuspaidi old man. After telling the old man all his troubles, Mohanlal said, "Baba, now you too can save me and my family. There must be a way." The old man thought for a while and said, "You've closed the only remaining path, If you hadn't thrown the stone tablets that Chatiya Matiya gave you out of the house, perhaps I could have done something. But now, that's impossible." As they talked, they heard Chatiya Matiya whispering and laughing. Then the voice became clear.
Old man, you've handed us over to this fool. We're hungry.
Yes, and we want fresh blood as well as your cold blood. No, it's not my fault. Look, let me go. Chatiya Matiya started running after the old man, clapping. Sparks flew from their palms as they clapped. In no time, they began tearing the old man's flesh and drinking his blood. Mohanlal was terrified by this sight and ran back to his village. He had told his wife at home not to open the door after he left, no matter how much anyone called out his name. Because Chatiya Matiya was also a trickster. It is said that even today at midnight, the sounds of children playing and laughing can be heard outside Mohanlal's house. Villagers often see Mohanlal's spirit crying in the cornfields. Greed is a lamp that can provide light for a short time, but the smoke that rises after it is extinguished can bring nothing but the suffocating pangs of regret.
Friends, if you like this story, please subscribe to us. And if you have a similar scary story,